Welcome to Cup of Cuoco. Good morning. Boop. It's Thursday. I don't know what time it is. It's got to be like 10. I just woke up. Yesterday I worked the longest day I think I've ever worked. I got home and soaked my feet. They were like, why? So I don't have to be in until noon today. I feel like this last week, we're not even done with the week, has been crazy. I mean, we got Bachelor finale. I haven't even talked about Love is Blind, Corona. Shows are shutting down left and right. Our show has not, and I hope everyone stays healthy enough to kind of get through to the end. We have 3 episodes left, so, I don't know, I guess anything can happen, but it's definitely very shocking how much is going down. Should I be like stocking up on supplies? Every time I look on Instagram, friends of mine are like at stores and things are empty. I'm just sitting here drinking coffee. I should probably stock up on coffee. That would be terrible to be out of that. Okay, Love is Blind, loved it. And I also heard that a handful of other people got engaged on the show that they didn't even show. They said they weren't expecting such a big amount of engagements, so they couldn't film all of it, which is kind of crazy. I loved it. I watched it on set. I basically halted production because I kept saying, I have one more episode. I mean, if Corona didn't take us down, Love is Blind was going to, because I kept literally making people wait on me because I'm like, they're about to meet. Wait. We're like doing these emotional scenes and I'm like I'm pausing it because they're in Mexico on their vacation. I have to see what happens. Oh, it's crazy. So now I'd love to see the few couples that are now married, like a year later, right? Shouldn't we have to do a recap? I'm hopeful. Bachelor? What? That was crazy town. Obviously, Barb was the star of that finale. That was rough times, Must be so hard for parents, because I know that I brought home a couple of guys that I'm sure my parents weren't thrilled about. We won't name names. And you can't say it, You can't say like, that's not gonna work. Like, I can't even imagine if my parents said that to me, and they never have. They probably said it to each other, and they were obviously right. Never said it about Carl, though. They love that guy. But like, you can't say it, and then let alone on national television. So that was really interesting. Barb really made her opinions known. I'd love to know the truth about the day when they met Madison. Like, was it 3 hours? And I was kind of surprised Madison didn't acknowledge it. So I don't know if it just wasn't true or she was just trying to just stay calm, which I understand. But yeah, that was ballsy. Barb will probably get her own show out of this, and I will be watching. It was kind of epic. I hope that, I really liked Peter's season. I thought he was really sweet. And, I hope he's happy. And thing is, like, it's hard. I almost think that the amount of relationships that have worked on Bachelor over like 25 seasons? I don't even know. Oh, and even including Bachelor in Paradise, that's even more. Oh, can't wait for that. That's coming soon. But like, is the same kind of, ratio, is that the right word? To like marriages in life. Like, I think they're like a third or something that end up lasting. And I think that's how many have lasted on the show. I'm always defending Bachelor because some of them have worked out, just like real life. I don't think ratio is the right word, but hopefully only a few of you will judge me for it, guarantee. Anyway, I'm still a huge fan. I thought it was great, and I can't wait to see what happens with Peter and Madison. Yeah, I really mean that. I'm curious. And Barb. Wow. And is Peter speaking to Barb? I want that show. I want that show. Wait. Anyways, not the best recap. My husband's coming next week and I cannot wait. It's been so long. We both kind of knew these months were going to be very busy for both of us, and that's turned out to be true. We just kind of accepted it. But I announced the other day, well, I didn't announce, I just said it and then it became an announcement, but our house is done and we're gonna be finally moving in together when we both get home in April when I wrap this show. So we are so excited to get in our new house, get all the dogs home. I've been gone for a while. I've been basically out of town since October. And it's been great. This show is gonna be awesome. But I'll be excited to get home and, we'll go on our yearly trip in May. I'm gonna leave again, but it's our trip to Kentucky, which I always talk about. We've done it, this will be our fourth year. We always really look forward to that because, we love bourbon and horses, and it's just a very special trip. But yeah, I got 3 more episodes to go on Flight Attendants. I got pushed through, having the time of my life, and I think that's all the recaps for television. I don't know what show I'm gonna watch now. Any suggestions? I gotta find something else to kind of binge. I've been watching The Stranger. It's really scary. I watch Frasier every night. I started over season 1, so I'm watching all the seasons. Restaurant Impossible, love. Restaurant Impossible, I almost did an episode of this because it blows my mind so much, and I don't know what ended up happening. I don't know why I didn't post it. Coming from someone who's been building their own ranch and house for literally the past 2 years, the amount of permits and how difficult it is to get anything done is so outrageous. So I'm always shocked at how, I shouldn't touch my face. Corona, don't touch your face. Don't touch your face. It's so hard. Doesn't anyone notice how many times you touch your face now that you're being told not to touch your face? It's so gross. Anyway, how Restaurant Impossible gets the permit so fast. I mean, to get a flooring permit in California, take a year. Maybe because in the other states it's a little easier, but Restaurant Impossible is truly impossible. I don't know how they do it. They must have a permit person walking around with them on staff, right? Like, look at my vein popping because I'm like, how did they do that? When we were building our barn, which we still are, doing anything, the permits would take months and months and months. I mean, we wanted to put up a little sign that said horses crossing. They were like, you gotta take that, get a permit. I'm like, why? Just bought it at Home Depot. Like, I don't get it. Anyway, so Restaurant Impossible it does blow my mind. And the fact that they do it in 2 days or whatever, love that show. And I cry every time. If you haven't watched it, you should watch it. I have no affiliation. I just like restaurants and impossible things. We're almost to the weekend, everyone. Hang in there. Cheers.